Hello, everyone. This is my informative speech, part two, and I will be talking about journalism. What I think about journalism is that I believe that it is a very interesting class and field to explore, but unfortunately, I am not interested in becoming a journalism. The reason why is because I am not interested in becoming a journalist is because I've already found something in my field that have already sparked my interest, which is communication studies. But I do find journalism to be very important, especially in today's society, because there's so much going on around us that involves journalism, such as news about the current president, the world, our environment, etc. The reason why I can't really get into journalism is because you have to do a lot of things, such as writing stories, collect data, distribute news to the public about particular events and people. Also, in journalism, you have to make sure your information is the truth and reliable for the people to be able to get news from, especially dealing with democracy. But I am a pretty good writer, and I chose not to get into journalism because it wasn't for me. Journalism is very interesting to learn about and get more information from, and also get to see how there's so many topics to touch on in the journalism field. Another reason why I sort of like journalism is to keep up with sports, entertainment, celebrities, and musical artists. I also enjoy the drama as well. I love seeing and hearing about the good and bad with people in the world we live in. I enjoy how journalism is because there's so much we are exposed to when it comes to journalism. I admire how journalists cover specific topics, whether if it's about a famous person or something going on in the world itself. When it comes to journalism, it's a pretty interesting field, especially if you are a really good writer. Whether if you decide to become a writer for the local newspaper, writing a story about a specific event or person, is a great way to be is a great way to learn about the environment of journalism. When it comes to writing, I enjoy the freestyle of writing and coming up with my own ideas and putting them together. Once I've done my research and I know what I like to discuss, when it comes to articles that I research about journalism, whether if it's fake news or real news, I know that most of the time some of the information can be misleading, and which causes me to not read those type of articles or get my information from those articles. That's why it's important to really figure out which sources are really good sources to get your news from, and instead of relying on any old source that can be given out falsely news. So far, what I learned about journalism is that it's everywhere, and you can learn about pretty much almost anything in the world, and you can do so much things with journalism. Finally, my overall thoughts on why I think journalism is important is because of the technology. Technology and journalism play a huge role because with technology, it's not hard at all for people to get their news, and that's why I find journalism to be important because there's always going to be news about something.